Okay, what's going on, y'all? Just making another video. Chilling inside the camper, just kind of getting off from work and just, I don't know, it's just like I said, I'm just kind of getting back in my own little groove, I guess. Um, Say hi to Mojo. Anyway, yeah, so I'm just getting off. I just felt like making another video. Um, And also too, I didn't notice. Evidently I got a few more subscribers today, so that was, really encouraging to see. I'm happy to see that. I haven't gotten any subscribers in a while, so I do appreciate that. Whoever y'all are out there, whoever you are, whoever watches these videos. And I mean, to be honest, like I actually had pretty much shut this channel down. I was kind of done with this channel, but I kind of needed to get an outlet again because, like I said, I've been going through some things. If you watch any of the other videos lately, and I just needed to kind of, when I talk about stuff, for me personally, when I talk about stuff, it just helps me to better process, and integrate, some of the experiences and what I would consider very traumatic experiences. It helps me to deal with them, um, sometimes at least better. And then, just kind of keeping it all inside my head, because when it's all inside my head, I just kind of, I just end up feeling horrible. So, one of the things that I've been going through here lately, recently, is just a pretty toxic relationship, breaking up with somebody, um, girlfriend, and just the way that it ended was extremely abruptly. It was extremely random. But I mean, like I said in the other video, it was a toxic relationship, and I mean, ultimately, I'm happy, but I honestly, I did not think that it was going to happen like that. I did not think it was going to happen at all. I was convinced that this person was going to see my efforts, and we were going to figure out how to work through it, but it didn't happen that way, and it just it just kind of shocked me the way that the actual relationship ended. So I kind of opened up this channel again to give myself an outlet to talk about it and stuff like that, because like I said, I don't really hang around nobody like that. I kind of say to myself, um and I'm sure I'll meet somebody else here soon, but I've been kind of keeping to myself because I just one thing that I realized is that relationships require a lot of attention and energy. And while I do plan on meeting somebody hopefully in the future, um I'm not trying to get serious with nobody right now, because I know this sounds so cliche. It sounds like everyone says this, like, oh, I'm trying to work on myself, but I mean, I really am trying to, just get my stuff going. Like, when I say my stuff, I'm trying to be mobile and live a more mobile lifestyle, and kind of start that whole journey and lifestyle up. Once you start dating people and getting in relationships, you got to figure out, well, how are they going to fit into my lifestyle? What about her? And then she starts to kind of, want to know, well, what, like it just kind of a lot of, I know this happens because I did it. I did my past two relationships, when I was kind of getting ready to just kind of pull out and do my own thing and travel. The question came up, well, what about me? What, where am I, are we going to keep dating, or are we going to just break up? And then you got to figure out if you're going to how you're going to incorporate them into your traveling and nomadic lifestyle. You got to figure out how they're going to fit in between this whole thing you want to do. And both times I basically ended up putting my plans on hold and putting them aside to basically accommodate them into my life, and basically kind of tailoring my life to these other people that I was in relationships with at the time. And so I don't want to do that. I want to already be living my lifestyle. I want to already be doing my thing. And then whoever kind of just, after I'm already doing it, whoever kind of is just around and, wants to kind of incorporate themselves into my lifestyle, if they can, then, we'll see what happens. But no, from this point forward, I am tailor making my life strictly to me, strictly to what I want. I'm not, no woman, no, and it's no offense, it ain't nothing personal. It's just I'm not incorporating any relationship into my lifestyle. I've done that like twice in a row, and it just, you would think that these people would, be like, dang man, this guy, he really is trying to, make me a part of his world. But like, no, I ended up just basically getting sidetracked with my goals, and ended up just kind of getting behind on, what I was going to do, and that's basically what happens when you do that, So my thing is, my life is my life, and I just refuse to put it on hold for, anybody at this point. You gotta just be. What I'm learning is you really have, when it comes to manifesting the life that you want and making it the way you want it, you really have to learn how to be selfish when it comes to certain things, and uncompromising. Because one thing I've learned is, when a woman wants to explore other options, or, in a relationship or whatever the case, they do not care if your feelings are hurt. They don't care, how bad it makes you feel. When a woman wants to do her own, Mojo, what is the problem, my guy? What? What? What's wrong? Hold on, y'all. I gotta see what my dog wants. Give me a second, okay? Give me like 2 seconds. Okay, so my dog was just whining. I'm not really sure why he was whining, but evidently he doesn't need to go outside, so I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, I forget what I was even saying, but um, you know, I I put people in front of, my plans to actually kind of create my life the way that I wanted to, because I thought that these relationships and partnerships were going to last and go somewhere, and neither one of them did, And so I'm at the point now where it's just like, yeah, that's the last time, you know, I put a woman, in front of my goals and like things that really mean a lot to me, and I'm all about, you know, making a person that I really truly care about a part of my life, but I just refuse to put my life on hold, again. And it's like, I'm not saying that, I'm not gonna have a woman in my life, but I gotta stop doing that shit, man, because, I be thinking that when I do it, it's gonna basically, you know, let them see how much I care about them, because I'm willing to pretty much like change and alter a lot of the things that I want to do the way that I was going to do them when I thought that it was going to just be me. And so, my whole thing was, I thought that they would see like, wow, this guy, he really cares about me. He's really incorporating me into all his plans. And it was just like, no, none of that shit meant nothing. So, that's one thing that, you know, I'm definitely making a promise to myself is, create your life the way that, no more tailoring it for some, for a girl or relationship like that's you gotta live like you. I mean, we don't have a lot of time, in this life, and the more time that you put into somebody else, the more time you're taking away from actually the life that you want to live. And I said it in other videos, and I'm going to keep saying it. I don't want to come off as someone that hates women, and I don't want to come off as a red pill. Even though I have had times where I would, I've experienced red pill rage. Because I felt like the things that how some of the things I've been through with women, it doesn't make any sense. Now, some of the things do make sense. And see, I don't never want to be that guy, and I feel like I've grown to this point where I don't never want to be that guy and be like every relationship was just the woman was shitty, and there's been some relationships where I've seen where I can see how some of the things I did could cause a problem. I don't necessarily think that I deserve to be treated like how they necessarily treated me, but I can see how some things I was or wasn't doing may have led up to certain maybe. Um, but I never think that I never will excuse just outright just trifling, disrespectful, you know, you know, uncaring behavior towards somebody. There's a right and wrong way to do something. And I don't think and expect every relationship, I enter or experience to 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 last and to, for us to walk off into the sunset. But I will say this, I'm not a person that, just dates just as a hobby. Like, I'm looking for a partner. I'm looking for someone that I ultimately will spend the rest of my life with and have a family. Like, that's what I know that's extremely uncommon nowadays because it's become trendy to, just have fun and, be with multiple people and, just share your love with everybody. Listen, to each his own. I'm not here to tell people that they should do things the way I do them and that their way is wrong. But all I'm saying is, you know, this is what feels right to me. Yes, I was raised this way, but for me, I'm looking for something intimate. I'm looking for something, you know, um, for the long run. I'm not looking to just meaninglessly date people. Like, that's not why if that's the point, then I could just habitually just, what I'm saying, just fuck random people. I'm not. It doesn't appeal to me. Some people may go, oh well, you're just saying that because this and because of that. Like, it's no, it's really just not. I mean, let's just say if I was the richest man in the world, I can get any woman I want. Yeah, no, I'm gonna lie, I probably would, explore my options first. But even with that, I cannot see myself just just going out and just smashing every. It just doesn't seem right to me. It just seems like even if I was just that good looking and I just had all the money in the world and women were just throwing themselves at me, just me knowing who I am, I'm not just saying this, it just doesn't seem like something I would want to do. Because I say that because what's always made me feel like the most attracted to somebody is our personal, like, connection, like how close we are with each other. Yes, your beauty would, sure, yeah, your beauty, your looks would definitely turn me on. But like, what really, like, I'm just talking about for myself. I don't know about other guys, but for me, what really turns me on to the person I'm with is how close we are. Like, it's an intimacy thing, and I feel like everybody nowadays, they're just like strictly focused on, like, yes, like, looks do matter. I'm not gonna lie. Like, when you see a beautiful woman, like, it's like, wow, oh my god, you know. But I at the same time too, I kind of just, I don't want to say hate, but I don't like how everything is so strictly, like, focused on looks and aesthetics. I watch some channels on YouTube, and every time they talk about something, it's always like so goddamn looks based. It's like, damn, girl, like we get it. You're cute, you're pretty, you're attractive. Like, but it's like, is there anything else to you? Like, is there anything else deeper to you? We know that you're beautiful. We know that people like your looks. We know that you have a nice body. But I swear to God, y'all, like, yes, I'm attracted to a woman's looks. That is the first thing that when I see her, I see. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like when I'm with this woman, if her, I guess you could say like her essence or like her her her, her spiritual scent is one that where I feel like she's just not really trustworthy. I just don't, on a spiritual level, I just don't trust her. Like for me, that'll fuck up my sex life. If like there's something about your spirit or your soul that I can intuitively sense or smell, energetically or spiritually or psychically or however you want to say it. Like I'm a type of person, I'm a type of guy where that shit it'll make me not be like that turned on to a woman because I can feel when I can't really trust somebody. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll be sitting there or you'll be sitting there wondering like, why I can't be that turned on the way I want. And I mean, it's clearly I've been turned on before. I'm not trying to get like too personal, but I'm just trying to like just really just emphasize like to me or for me like how important it is having a real true connection with somebody. And I don't think I'm the only one. Like I can't just fuck a girl because she's attractive. You know what I'm saying? Um, I mean I can, but it's just not the same. It's not the same. I don't see how people just casually sleep around. I mean, I see how they do it. They see someone that's attractive, but it's just like, I mean, you're talking about having sex, man. Like you're literally entering, and I'm not trying to be too provocative here, but like you're entering into another universe, basically. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of a big deal, and for me, it's not something. When I was younger, and when I just was kind of just like when I didn't really think about it to that extent or in that way, um, it was just like, yeah, if I can get it, I want to get it. But now it's just like the whole feeling of the whole experience is like, and this is just my opinion, if there's no true connection with the person, meaning like you just ass is, you know what I'm saying, the ass is fat, or if you a girl, the dick print is like on fleek or whatever you want to call it, like, and that's strictly what you looking at, and that's, you know what I'm saying, and he's got a nice face and he's got big muscles, you know what I'm saying. For me, it just you lose like 50% of the experience, you know what I'm saying, because I'm a believer of when you really are into somebody on a spiritual level, like, you should be damn near having like what they call like transcendental sexual experiences, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not just the act, it's the spiritual. Like sex is spiritual, y'all. Like I mean, I know y'all know this. Sex is a very spiritual thing, and this is why I say like, man, you really shouldn't be out here just fucking anybody. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, I'm not trying to be like graphic or whatever, but I'm just keeping it a buck. You know, and me, I'm really, really sensitive to people's auras and their energy or their vibe or just their mood, however you want to say it. I don't know if y'all are into all that shit, but I'm really sensitive to someone's energy in their field. And that whole thing can fuck up the whole experience of like, it's messed it up for me so many times where I've been with somebody and on like a deeper level, I really didn't feel safe. And I know that's kind of weird for a guy to say. When I say safe, I mean like in a relationship, basically, in a sense of there's something about this person that I cannot let myself fully just let my guard down because I don't feel like it's safe to do that. and not because of what happened in the past, but because it's something on them. It's something that they're doing. It's something that they're telegraphing from their aura, from their spirit, from their energetic field that I can feel and sense that something's not right. So when I'm trying to sleep with this person, they're basically, their spirit is sending me signals that, this is not really a trustworthy person. And that's why, you have a hard time like really getting into the experience, because like you're physically trying to do one thing, but it's like this person's soul is like telling you, hey man, be careful, red flag, red flag, red flag. And so you're sensing that. And so like you're feeling that while you're literally trying to like be with this person in a romantic experience. It's crazy, man, but the shit really does happen. So that's why I say, like, for me personally, like I gotta be connected like on a deeper level with a person before, we start, um, you know, getting into all that, man. But it's getting a lot harder to find people that think like that nowadays, because most people are going strictly, off of looks and strictly off of superficial things and stuff like that. And I get it, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not the best looking guy out here. I know there's plenty of guys that look better than me and, stuff like that. And that's fine. But, I still feel how I feel. Mojo, what? 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 You've already been outside. You've already been outside. You want to go again? Oh my God. Hold on, y'all. This guy is busting my chops. All right, come on. You going? All right. So, yeah, and one thing for me too is, when I'm dating somebody, I gotta really know that this person I'm dating isn't going to be a distraction for me, because women, they say they want guys that have stuff going for them, and money and financially secure, but that takes a lot of effort and focus. And when you're dating somebody that's kind of nagging you about, oh, you need to spend more time with me, and you don't never spend time with me, you work too much, it's just like, well, I'm doing that so that I can be the kind of guy that you claim you want, not just for you but for myself too. But if you're with somebody that's kind of making you anxious and making you feel like you don't spend enough time with them, that's really going to weigh you down and make it really hard for you to put the right amount of energy and focus on, manifesting what you're trying to manifest, as far as like, the type of life that, is fulfilling for you. When you have the kind of woman that's not really, you know, um, how can I say, like the kind of woman that understands that, you got to move a certain way to, bring about the kind of reality and world you want, and one that's kind of weighing you down and that's not supporting you on that journey. Most women, or a lot of women, they're very, very self-absorbed, and they'll complain about a man that works a lot, not understanding that he has to do that to change things. But then you got this man worried about, well, man, am I not spending enough time with her? And then she's going to go spend time with some other guy. When you're worried about that and you're in a relationship and trying to, you know, put the right energy and focus on, making things happen, it's damn near impossible when you with that kind of woman. I mean, it really is. Um, that's why I'm so like serious about just focusing on myself and making sure that I'm not tailoring my lifestyle to any relationship or any woman. And again, y'all, I'm not against women. I don't want anyone to ever think that, because I love women. I love women. I gotta talk about this stuff in a way that's real and honest and genuine. I don't hate women. Like, I'm not a red pill channel. Um, and I ain't gonna lie. Like, there are some times where I am angry. And I am angry. And some of the things that I see and hear about and I've experienced, it does make me. I have moments of anger. I have moments of rage when I feel like I've been wronged. But I will never just sit there and say that every woman is the devil, because I haven't been with every woman. You know what I'm saying? So I cannot say that undeniably without a fact, without a doubt. I feel like that sometimes, but I have to understand that is just a feeling and it's not, undeniable, fact and truth. So, you know, I'm just careful about how I express myself sometimes. Like, I want to be genuine, but at the same time too, like, I learned that when you're too open and you're too transparent, a lot of people take it the wrong way, and it turns a lot of people off. That's why I took some of my other videos down, because I feel like it turned a lot of people away. It gave people the wrong idea about me, and that's why I kind of shut the channel down, because I feel like a lot of people just completely have the wrong idea about me because they think they know me, but they really don't. A lot of people think they know who I am as a person, and there may be some things they're right about, but I'm almost 100% sure that they're looking at the surface version of me, not the deeper part of me, and that's what they're going by. And when they stay on the surface and that's all they see, then they're going to basically be convinced that that's all there is to me. And it's just like, no, most of what you think you know about me, it's just, I feel like, even so, also is that it's also projections and reflections of the very people that are saying and thinking these things about me. It's they're reflecting aspects of themselves onto me. And it's so easy to do this because we all do it half of the time. And, we'll project, you know, aspects of ourselves onto other people and then convince ourselves that these people are, you know, someone other than what they are, or they're just that. So, in other words, or whatever, I don't like to show everything on here no more, because a lot of people, they'll subscribe and then I'll make a video saying something a certain way, or I do something and then or I say something that offends somebody and then they'll unsubscribe. That's why I don't really get excited no more, because I know like people they'll subscribe and then they'll unsubscribe. But my whole thing is just to be real and to vent. Like I said, because a lot of these things that I've been going through lately with dating and relationships, it's been kind of taking a mental toll on me. But once I get back in my normal vibe, it's fine. Some people you really gotta just kind of like expel out of your spirit and your soul, because certain relationships can have that effect on you, on your soul. You have to really like just do like a exorcist of the last person you were with, because that's how deeply they can affect your spirit, your aura, your soul, whatever. So that's basically what I've been doing, is expelling this person's energy completely out of my field and out of my mind and out of my because they were having me basically become a version of myself that was just really, really unhealthy. Meaning, I was trying way too hard to please this person because I thought I had to, and they made me feel like I had to really just go over and beyond when they weren't putting nowhere near as much effort into, you know, improving a relationship. But anyway, I'm about to end this video. It's getting long. It's already 30 minutes or 29 minutes and 32 seconds, so I'm gonna end it here. Um, Other than that, though, y'all take it easy. Have a nice night. Until next time, later.